I grew up in Florida. I'm a diehard Dolphins fan. Cheering for the Dolphins is like getting tested for an STD. I think I could win, but I know I don't deserve to.
I'm moving a little slow tonight. I had a Hot Pocket for dinner. Good to see I'm not the only white trash here. I buy the Hot Pockets. I go in grocery stores, I'm like, yeah, I get these. I've never eaten a Hot Pocket and then afterwards been, I'm glad I ate that. I'm always like, I'm gonna die. I paid for that? Did I eat it or rub it on my face? My back hurts. Ow. I was looking at a box of Hot Pockets. They have a warning printed on the side. So, warning, you just bought Hot Pockets. Hope you're drunk or heading home to a trailer. You hillbilly, enjoy the next NASCAR event. Hot Pockets. I like NASCAR. He's a jerk. Never really see that on a menu when you go out to dinner. You know, let's see, I'll have the Caesar salad and the Hot Pocket. Tonight's specials, we have a sea bass, which is broiled, and we have a Hot Pocket, which is cooked in a dirty microwave. And that comes with a side of Pepto. Is your Hot Pocket cold in the middle? It's frozen. But it can be served boiling lava hot. Will it burn my mouth? It'll destroy your mouth. Everything will taste like rubber for a month. All of the Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket! Hot Pockets, yeah. They haven't been around that long, like 10 years. How'd they come up with that? Was there some guy in a marketing meeting like, I got an idea. How about we fill a Pop-Tart with nasty meat? And you can cook it in a sleeve thing. You can dunk it in the toilet. There is the vegetarian Hot Pocket for those of us that don't want to eat meat but still would like diarrhea. Hot Pocket. It should just come with a roll of toilet paper. Diarrhea Pocket. You ever notice there's no dignified way to buy toilet paper? You always have to buy that multi-pack of like 18 rolls, stick it in your cart. Everyone in the store's like, does that guy ever leave the bathroom? What's he, living off of Hot Pockets? Hot Pocket! There's the lean pocket. I don't even want to know what's in there. Imagine the directions. Take out of box, place directly in toilet. Flush pocket. Pocket. Recently, they introduced the breakfast Hot Pocket. Finally. I can't think of a better way to start the day. Good morning! You're about to call in sick. Hot Pocket. Now you can have a Hot Pocket for breakfast, a Hot Pocket for lunch, and be dead by dinner. Dead Pocket. Do love that jingle. You think they worked hard on that song? What do you got so far, Bill? Hot Pocket. That's good. That's very good. Not as good as your By Menon, but it's good. Now, what are we gonna run in Mexico? Caliente Pocket. You've got a gift, my friend. Don't hide that in a bushel basket. Hot Pocket. I saw a commercial for a chicken pot pie Hot Pocket. Now they're just messing with us. Just a matter of time. Have you tried the Hot Pocket? Hot Pocket? It's a Hot Pocket filled with a Hot Pocket. Tastes just like a Hot Pocket. I'm gonna go and stick my head in the microwave. Hot Pocket! He went crazy up there. I didn't know what he was doing at the end there. I thought he was on drugs or something. Very weird.
I was down on my luck, nowhere to go. Then I saw that sign with a bright blue glow. So I signed up at ECPI University. Yeah, that's the place that worked for me.
I went to an herbalist. Nice lady. This herbalist lady, she said to me, are you a vegetarian? Not in the strictest definition. Like, I'm trying to be a vegetarian. Like, I don't eat veal, but he grows up. I'll kill him on the front lawn. He's got to go. Actually, I don't eat veal because it gave me nightmares. I dreamt the mother cow came into the restaurant while I was eating veal parmesan. She'd walk in, have you seen Timmy? I'll help you look for him. Let me get a doggy bag. So, no veal. And I used to love lamb. Lamb chops, gyros, my favorite. Oh, lamb. My friend owns a farm. I go up to the farm. He has livestock. He gives me a baby lamb to hold. It falls asleep in my arms. I love lamb. He says to me, it fell asleep. It trusts you. It has very poor judgment. I'm petting this lamb knowing I'm never going to have lamb again. And he said, would you like to see the cows now? Hell no! I'll see them at McDonald's. So this herbalist lady, she was healthy. She really was. She was in her 50s. She looked 30. She was doing something right. So I wanted to listen and learn. But she said to me, I want you to cleanse your system. So for the first month, I want you to juice. To juice. What? Juice is not a verb. What do you want me to do? She just wanted me to have juice to eat. That's it. Just juice. She sold me a juicer. I thought it was a wood chipper. You can juice stuff I didn't know had juice in it. And I can't have just juice. I don't do well. Third day, I juiced a ham. And then, yes. She called me up. How you doing? I'm juicing. Let me get this Krispy Kreme in here. We'll be good to go. Every herbalist is obsessed with the fact that people have a blocked colon. I don't know how much science there is behind it. I walked in and she said, you have a blocked colon. Horrible visuals came to mind. How are we going to unblock this bad boy? Here, attach this to your garden hose. Lady, I have neighbors. I'll get a letter from the homeowners association. Please do not clean your colon on front lawn. Signed, all of us. She said no.
Foods Market.
Good evening. Hi, I'm John Mulaney. Nice to meet you. John Bryan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to see me at Radio City Music Hall. I love to play venues where if the guy that built the venue could see me on the stage, he would be a little bit bummed about it. Look at this. This is so much nicer than what I'm about to do. It's really tragic. What a historic and beautiful and deeply haunted building this is. I keep walking through cold spots being like, I wonder who that used to be. I've never seen a ghost, by the way. I asked my mom if she'd ever seen a ghost. That's where we're at conversation-wise in our relationship as a mother and son. Because I'm 35 and I don't have any children to talk about. And she doesn't understand my career. So I was home for Christmas and we were just eating Triscuits in silence. And I was staring at the floor and I was like, well, here goes nothing. You ever seen a ghost? And my mom said, yes. Which is the best answer. She said, I never told you this before, but our house when you were growing up was haunted. I said, say more right now. She said, outside you and your brother's room, I used to see the ghost of a little girl in a Victorian nightgown. And then she would walk down the hallway, and then she would evaporate. And then my dad said, let's change the subject. And I think he was just doing that dad thing of like, this is a weird topic, and I want to talk about a book I read about World War II. But the way it came off was that he definitely killed that little girl. Let's change the subject. Why are we even talking about Penelope or whatever her name was? I didn't kill her. Whoever did kill her only did it to protect her from this world. None of us really know our fathers. Anyway.
I just like movies. I just want to have the movies that I like around me. I like physical media, you know? Like, I just like movies, but I'm not one of those people that says they're into film. You know, that guy's like, I'm into film. It's like, no, you're into movies. You just think you like the right ones. If they say they're into film, they'll say something more pretentious like, I go to the dentist. Or the lady will have the Gatorade. Real pretentious stuff. Not smart enough to be into film. I went and saw a movie with my friend who's into film. I went and saw that movie Alien. You know the movie Alien? The movie about the alien? I went and saw that movie, and at the end, my friend was like, so what do you think the themes were? What do you think the director was trying to say? I go, man, I don't know. Why the fuck was that alien so wet? Have you seen that movie? Just wet the whole time. They don't explain it. It's just dripping on everything. I Googled it. Space ain't wet. Same thing with Jared Leto. That guy seems wet for no reason. Right? Yeah, real wet. Jason Statham, moist. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I know some of you aren't on board in this. That's fine, but this is the rest of my set, all right? Just a list of wet celebrities. Or as I call them, my damp daddies and my moist boys. Just like the movies, man. Just like going to movies. My favorite thing in the world to do is to go to the movies alone.
It's my favorite thing in the world to do. And people want to go with me. They're like, can I go with you? I'm like, no. I don't want to hang out with you in the dark. If I were to sit next to someone who doesn't talk to me, I'll go hang out the urinals again. I love going to movies alone, but I'm self-aware enough to know there's some movies I should not go to alone. There's some movies that I should wait. I love Pixar movies. Not going to those alone. Imagine you're a parent and I'm in the back row, alone. It's dark and I'm just in my popcorn and mumbling, you know, like, oh, I hope that fish finds its dad, you know. Shouldn't be allowed. My favorite movie-going experience of all time is I sat next to this family that was super loud, but they weren't talking, they were chewing. Yeah, just big crunches in the night. Every once in a while I hear a and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What is going on? What is going on? And then I hear this little kid at the end of the row go, oh no. I dropped it. I dropped the pickle. Do we see what's happening here? This family had a pickle. One pickle. One pickle. A communal pickle. A family pickle. A movie pickle. That's fucked up. That's messed up. You don't go to the grocery store. Right? You don't bring produce to a movie. They go to the grocery store. They're like, oh, one pickle, please. We're seeing The Conjuring 2. And I don't want to overgeneralize, but those kids are definitely homeschooled. Yeah, I had homeschool friends growing up. Good people, weird snacks. Yeah, fruit by the foot? No, but I have cornmeal by the deciliter. What? You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much, and thank you to the Funny Bone for having me. You have a good night.
I was down on my luck, nowhere to go. Then I saw that sign with a bright blue glow. So I signed up at ECPI University. Yeah, that's the place that worked for me. Got my bachelor's in tech and just 2.5. Hands-on learning, now I'm feeling alive. Go to ecpi.edu.
I don't say the word sucks. Like this sucks. I don't, because that was a very bad word in the 80s. And look, I'm sorry to say it now. This is supposed to be a clean show. I'm bringing this filth into it. That was a very bad word in the 80s. If you said that word in the 80s, it was like, well, good luck with drugs and life in prison. My dad took us to see the first Karate Kid at the movie theater, and they said sucks in it. And right when I heard it, I looked at my dad and I go, what kind of trash you bringing us to? So I still don't say it. Now, I have a sister, and she is 10 years younger than me, and apparently was raised by her best friends. She has no fear of them. I mean, I'm scared my dad's gonna show up tonight. She'll tell them they suck to their face. I mean, just, and I'm like mortified, but you can't talk to them like that. She does whatever she wants. She turned 18 and got a tattoo. And I was like, well, you're going to get in pretty big trouble when they find that out. And she goes, I'm 18, I can do whatever I want. I go, yeah, well, I'm 28 and I'm still hiding wine, so I don't think you can. And she ruined them. You know, that's the thing that bothers me the most. She's a bad influence on them. She got a tattoo, then my dad went and got a tattoo. Yeah, I guess he figured no one's in charge anymore. I recently found out my mom got a tattoo. They tried to hide that one from me, but I found out, and I was livid when I found this out. I mean, I set them all down together, and I said, I don't think y'all should be hanging out anymore. How about that? Pardon my language, but I think it stinks what's going on. I think it stinks. Look, my parents are good people. They just got caught up in the wrong crowd.
And you think the closer you get to a woman, the safer you'll be. And you're wrong. You're in more danger. Because you're being manipulated in ways you don't even know. Think about it. Every guy who's married is fatter than when he started. Every one. You think that's a coincidence? You think men are just so overjoyed with matrimony that they're just walking around with chocolate sundaes? Wow! My life turned out so much better than I thought it would. No. The common denominator is that you're married to a woman. And when you marry a woman, you think she's going to love you and care for you and cherish you, and you're wrong. Her first instinct
mechatronics, and engineering technology. Year-round classes, flexible schedules. Move at the speed of your own ambition. Learn by doing. Graduate sooner. Start your next chapter at ecpi.edu.
At Kroger Pharmacy, Care is making things convenient so you can shop and get alerts when your prescriptions are ready. Plus, our pharmacists help you find lower prices by accepting most prescription discount cards. Kroger Pharmacy stays open 7 days a week with weeknight hours, so we can help you get what you need when you need it. That's convenience that works for everyone. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Services and availability vary by location. Age and other restrictions may apply. For coverage, consult your health insurance company. Visit the pharmacy or our site for details.
Moving on to France. I worked in France about 5 years ago. I was there for 2 months. I did a movie, and I enjoyed France. You know, not everybody was all warm and fuzzy. Panette is actually a French name. But it's not like I walk off the plane and Lumiere was there. Biagues. No. And you have to know French, and you have to speak it well. If you don't speak French well, they get very upset. I stayed at a 5-star hotel, and I went up to the concierge, and I said, "Excuse me, do you know where I can get some breakfast?" "Je ne comprends pas, monsieur." You know what I'm saying, you little bastard. You're watching CNN in English. Where's breakfast? You know, in France, they don't really do breakfast. It's not like the thing. Breakfast is called English breakfast. There's no breakfast. They call breakfast petit déjeuner, which means no food till noon. They give you a croissant and a cup of coffee. I have a croissant and a cup of coffee on the way to breakfast. Where's my breakfast? Some things were great. The bread, it was good bread. And their reckless disregard for how bad butter is for you never failed to impress me. For a little stretch, I was getting cheese every meal. That'll get you after a while. Look, what do we have for you? Some more fromage. I don't want any more cheese! I would like to go to the bathroom this millennium. I'm pounding Metamucil in beer steins. You're giving me cheese. So, I worked on a movie set, and there was catering at the movie set. Usually it's great. But this was a little mom and pop operation. And the French have very eclectic taste in food. You could get, pigeons, snails, cow brains. One time, for lunch, for 40 people, the caterer fed us rabbit. Who does that? Who says we got 40 people coming over? Everybody likes rabbit, right? There were no other choices but rabbit. And it wasn't like rabbit disguised as chicken. It left nothing to the imagination. Look at the little bunny. But on the weekends, you get to go to great restaurants and have just a wonderful time. This French crew took me on a wine tasting. And I went there with an attitude, "Oh yeah, wine tasting, I drink tequila, bring on your wine." After the first hour, the subtle differences in the wine started to elude me. Red, white, Boone's Farm apple. These people can drink wine for 10 hours and drive a school bus. Which ones would you like better? The Margots, the Letos, the Coton Chalamet? I don't remember getting in the car. I remember sitting on top of a piano, smoking. I don't smoke. Quand je suis dans tes bras, je vois le viol. Later that afternoon, I wound up at a nude beach. Let me tell you the nude beach story. I technically wasn't naked. I was covered in sunblock. It was that sunblock 50, and it doesn't rub in, so I look like a car that hadn't been buffed out. And you have to put sunblock everywhere. Everywhere. I found out there's a fine line between rubbing lotion on yourself and rubbing yourself with lotion. I think I crossed that line.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a story that has been 7 years in the making. I would like for you to now hear, for the first time ever, the other side of that story. Ladies and gentlemen, I flew him here to Hawaii so that he can share this with you. Give it up for my friend, Mr. G. Riley.
I gotta be honest, I didn't know it was racist. I thought it was lunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, I flew him here to Hawaii so that he can share this with you. Give it up for my friend,
strawberry garlic flavored drizzle distract you at work. The Parmesan sprinkles permeate your subconscious. You have a tattoo of crazy bread on your back. It's a secret obsession. If you know, you know. But do you know that right now, with any pizza purchase from Little Caesars, you'll get crazy bread for free? Free! If you know, you know, and now you know.
Pizza, pizza.
With Premium, you get to focus on the music. Explore a vast catalog of millions of songs without hearing ads, or download your playlist to listen to them anywhere. You can also play your favorite songs in any order, with the freedom to skip forward and backward as much as you'd like. Your audio, your control. Tap the banner to learn more.
I talked to a lot of people before I got engaged, you know, and I heard this expression about whether or not you should get married. This is an old expression. People say this. They say, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? You ever heard that before? It's a bananas insulting expression to an entire gender. But also, it makes no sense. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? You're not allowed to milk a cow that you don't own. That's not even a situation. Was that a problem at one point? Like in the dairy community? Was that happening like 100 years ago in some village? Some Dutch prick was sneaking in at night being like, ah ha ha, I take your milk. And the farmer was like, well then this is your cow now. And he was like, no proof of purchase. And he ran off into the night. That sounded Dutch, right? You know what that expression means? It means why would you marry a woman if she's already having sex with you? Which has nothing to do with what relationships are even like anymore. Now it's like, why buy the cow, question mark? Maybe because every day the cow asks you when you're gonna buy it, and you live in a really small apartment with the cow, so you can't avoid that question at all. And also the cow is way better at arguing than you are, and the cow grew up in a family that knows how to argue. Why buy the cow, question mark? Maybe because every time another cow gets bought, you have to go to the sale, and you have to sit next to your cow at the sale, and your cow looks over at you the entire time like, and does not enjoy the sale at all. Even though she's the one that wanted to go to the sale. And she's especially mad because that farmer and cow met like 8 months after you guys met. Why buy the cow? Well, let's be real here. You're very lucky to have the cow that you do have. Roping in cows and getting milk out of them was never anything you were known for, John. By the most liberal of estimates, there have been about 8 cows total, several unmilked, and a lot of people think that you like bulls, and if you just they assume it. When you search your name, the third thing to come up is like John Mulaney bull, question mark? And if you just bought the cow, nobody would say that anymore. They'll still say it. Because there are those guys who they buy a cow and then on the side, total matador. But for real, Chicago, why buy the cow? Let's be real. Why buy the cow? Because you love her. You really do. And yeah, sure, she's a bossy little Jew, but she takes care of you, and you don't want to be some old man stumbling around like, hey, you seen any loose milk?
I'm just stoked everyone's here. It's nice so we can do this again. You know, the pandemic was bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I didn't like it. I thought I was gonna be good at it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty introverted. I was like, oh, hell yeah, no more weddings, perfect. Yeah. Oh, I don't have to go to any work parties. I love this. Then 2 weeks in, I'm saying crazy things. Like, I looked at my girlfriend right in the eyes and I said to her, I miss going to Subway. No one misses going to Subway. Like I'm at home lamenting shiny meat. You know, I'm like, oh, do you recall? Do you recall in the before times? Do you recall how the ham shimmered? Oh, 'twas but a fortnight since I've had a BMT. My girlfriend moved in 2 weeks before the pandemic started.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. A real trial by fire situation. You know, but it's fine. It's good. It worked out. It's nice. You know, it worked out. It's great. You know, and I attribute that to the fact that we've known each other for such a long time. Because we've known each other since high school. Yeah, she was the janitor. She was like, I need a good bucket boy, right? I like the way you slop your mop. Let's do this. It's not true. That's not true. What really happened is that we dated in high school, right? And then she moved to Seattle. I moved to Chicago. I married someone else. Then... moved back to Nebraska, started dating again, right? Things are great. And when I tell people that, they're like, oh, that is so romantic. That's like a Hallmark movie. I guess. I don't know. I've never seen any of those movies. They show penetration? I watched one and I was like, you're telling me this is the best Christmas ever? I don't think so. No, I'm not seeing any sliding or gliding going on. I will miss one thing about the pandemic, and that's pandemic Christmases. Yeah, they were wild. They were unhinged, right? Everyone bought gifts for each other, and we had no idea who we were anymore. Right? It's like, who are you and what do you want? I'm like, I have no idea. I put together puzzles and wear sweatpants. Well, what do you want? I want to hug my dad. You know. I got a weird pandemic Christmas gift from my girlfriend. I got a life-size pillow, right? A body pillow, custom made. On it has a picture of the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks. You know Pete Carroll? He's in my bed right now. I don't understand that thought process, right? You know, it's like, this guy likes football. He must want to sleep with an older man. And I don't know, like, how much you know about body pillow culture. You know what I mean? The folks that usually get life-size body pillows custom made. Does anyone know what a waifu is? Yeah, you need to get off the internet. Yeah. If you don't know, it's a pillow girlfriend, usually an anime lady. I don't watch anime. I assume, I don't know. Okay. But I was thinking about that, and it's like, in that context, like if I go to a pillow convention or pillow fort or whatever, in that context, I'm the weirdo. I'm the strange one. I'm like, hey, what's on your pillow? It's like, well, it's my girlfriend. She's a tiger and she has a sword and a gun. Also, big boobs. I'm like, nice. All right. Zach, what's on your pillow? Super Bowl champion. Super Bowl 48 champ, Architects of the Legion of Boom. We're just friends. Makes sleepovers weird.
Sick of going nowhere. Gotta take a chance. Time to press play, move past the past and come up with a plan. So I enrolled at ECPI University. 2.5 years later, I'm gonna
When you deliver groceries with DoorDash, you can earn more cash on your own time.
That's good, because my schedule gets pretty hectic as a birthday party DJ.
I bet, because grocery orders are available almost any time, day and night.
I like the sound of that.
So you can deliver groceries when you have extra time in between gigs. In between gigs? In between gigs?
In between gigs.
Can you stop doing that?
No.
Stop.
Earn extra cash delivering groceries with DoorDash.
At Garden of Life, we create an array of doctor-formulated probiotics, from ones dailies to triple action solutions, so you can find the right formula to support your own microbiome. Garden of Life, formulas for feeling alive. Shop now on Amazon.
Thank you. Wow. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. All right. It's, I'll be honest with you, I don't think the show's going to be as good as that. Like, I think I will let you guys down. Thank you guys so much. That was unbelievable. You guys are great. And it's just, I feel like we've peaked, so let's just get doing it, something. All right. I'm very excited to be here. My name is Nate. I'm married and stuff. This is what marriage feels like, by the way, what it feels like in here right now. It's just one person talking, the other's like, I'm going to get out of here. I'm from Nashville, and me and my wife, we were in Nashville last summer, and we went out on the lake with some of our friends, and we were like floating around the water, and there was a guy in a boat like right next to us, and my wife was like, oh, that's my ex-boyfriend in that boat. Now, I didn't know who he was, so she didn't say that at all, She was just basically like, you having fun? Because I like to put a stop to that. And make you stare at this guy the rest of the day. So I'm like staring at him, and then I look at my wife, and she's staring at him, and I feel like she's staring at him to see what her life would be like if she didn't marry me. So I started staring at him, because I was like, I'm gonna see what my life would be like if I didn't marry her, And we were putting so much pressure on this guy, and we stared at him for a while. He did nothing exciting at all. And, we looked back at each other and just realized, you know what, we don't have a boat. That's the only difference. My friends were like, you should have went and tried to fight him. Why didn't you go fight him? And I was like, well, I would have had to swim over to that fight. So I don't know how intimidating that is for a guy to see a head in a life jacket floating his way. And then I gotta get in the boat, Like, have you ever tried to climb into a boat from water? It's not aggressive. It takes an hour if no one is in the boat. Like, if he's in there, I'm never gonna get in. I would need his help. I'd be like, could you help me into this boat? I can't tell you why, but I really need in this boat.
So anyway, in conclusion, try to love one another. No, I don't know. This is stupid. Try not to get frustrated. Every day I try to just be more and more patient. I try to do something fun every day. That's what I try to do. I have some ideas that are fun, but I don't think I'll ever do them because they're not realistic. Yeah. Like, for example, it's a dream of mine to one day find out where an anger management class meets and let the air to their tires. Just to check on their progress and see how they're doing. Wouldn't that be awesome? Just to see him run out and just remember what you learned. But hey, what did we learn? What did we learn? Getting angry is not going to put air back in the tire, Eric. Breathe slowly. It should sound like air leaking out of a tire, actually. It's kind of convenient. Just push it out your arm. I was up here recently for my birthday. I have a birthday my birthday's not at a good time. My birthday is right after Thanksgiving, so my family just lumps in the celebration with Thanksgiving. They just figure, we're already all here, let's just get this out of the way. Seriously, it's happy Thanksgiving birthday, Andrew. We got you a turkey cake. Have fun. It's a leg bone with frosting smeared on it, but just enjoy. Do us a favor, blow a candle out of the yam so we can keep this thing moving. you don't mind. Got you a present too. Gravy. You got your gravy. Sorry we couldn't wrap it. It's hard because it's gravy. And then my sister actually has the worst birthday. My sister's birthday is July 5th. That's the worst. Yeah, you can't have a party. But how are you going to follow up 4th of July? Oh, you're having a party. I don't know if you know, but yesterday we shot rockets into the sky. So, kind of pooped. Probably can't make it. Yeah. You're having cupcakes. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we barbecued a water buffalo. So, we're pretty full. Don't have room for cakes. Sorry about that. Maybe next year. Try to learn something every day. That's what I think you should do. Try to learn one thing a day, even though learning can be hard. What I don't like about learning is the minute you learn something, you have an immediate follow-up question. For example, I learned recently that Afghanistan is the biggest producer of heroin in the world. The first thing I thought was, how can Afghanistan have that much heroin, not one good band? How is that possible? That much dope, not a single album, nothing, no MC Mohammed and the Jihad All-Stars? Thank you, you guys are great. Thanks very much. Thank you.
I don't know how my mom did it, you know what I mean? My mom's amazing, you know what I mean? She had 2 kids that were living at home at the time when she was, when she was single, and she raised both of us really well. She was amazing. She became the mother and the father. And the reason why I tell you that is because she reminded us every fucking day. There wasn't a day that my mom didn't tell us that. Just me and my sister just playing in the room, playing around, and then my mom would just come into the room and go, I just want you kids to know one thing. I'm the mother and the father. I bring home the bacon, and I cook that motherfucker too. My mom was tough as shit. I dare anybody to fuck with my mom's kids. Dare anybody. My mom was 4'10". She'll fight anybody. She didn't give a shit. That's how tough my mom was. I remember one time I was at a shoe store, and I was fucking up the shoe wall. You know the shoe display wall? Fucking it up. Just putting shoes all over the place, right? And the salesman saw me. He was like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Fucking up the shoe wall, get the fuck out of here. He's cursing at me, right? He didn't know my mom was in the back of the store. He couldn't see her. She's 4'10". My mom popped around the corner. She was like, hey, who are you talking to? You don't talk to my children like that. Who are you, huh? I want to speak to the manager. And the guy started making fun of my mom's accent. Oh, you want to speak to the manager? Huh? You want to talk to the manager? And my mom goes, oh, that's funny. You're making fun of my accent? I live in your country and I speak 2 languages, Tagalog and English. You live here. How many do you speak? 1? You're stupid. So the guy started cursing at my mom, right? He's like, you know what? I don't need to hear this shit. Get the fuck out of my store. Take your kid and get the fuck out of my store, right? So my mom started cursing back, right? And I've seen my mom curse before, but we never seen her get into a curse fight. And when you curse, certain words go together. But my mom takes whatever curse word she knows and throws them at you. He's like, get the fuck out of my store. My mom goes, oh yeah? You son of a shit. Fuck, your pussy has a dick with a shit in it, and your pussy has a mother shit. Fuck your pussy, yeah? I looked at my sister and go, did mom just say mother shit?
Since 1966, before most people even knew what a computer was, ECPI University was already teaching students how to use them. And today, we're still ahead of the curve, preparing students to be successful in the age of AI, to code smarter, protect data faster, build the systems that power the future. Programs include cybersecurity, software development, mechatronics, and engineering technology. Start now at ecpi.edu.
You thought this was your Run Club era. Turns out, it was more of a thinking about Run Club era. The good news? Someone's marathon training is about to start. Sell your workout gear, on Depop. Just snap a few photos, and we'll take care of the rest. They get their race day fit, and you get a payout for trying. Someone on Depop wants what you've got. Start selling now. Depop, where taste recognizes taste.
I'd like to talk a little bit about Chinese buffets. I don't know if you knew this new development, but I'm not allowed anymore. They all have my picture with a big slash through it. No buffet. Buffet not for you, son of a bitch. You order from menu. You order a la carte. A la carte, yes. It's not my fault though. With Chinese food, you get hungry again. Why is that? And it's a different kind of hunger. You go from full to starving. Nothing in between. You go, oh my God, I can't believe I ate all that chow mein. Hey, look, they brought egg rolls. 2, please. I went to a grand opening of a Chinese buffet. I got a flyer in the mail. And it said grand opening, and I go there with a couple of large mammal friends. And the owner meets us at the door. We closed. Says grand opening, pal. No, we closed. No buffet here. We dry clean now. I do your jacket, ready Friday. Now go. You cause trouble. Son of a bitch. I went to this one Chinese buffet, and I must say the owner was a little rude. I mean, he'd come out every hour. And look, he's still here. He go again. What he was doing, I found out, was putting more MSG in the food as I went up. So about the 7th or 8th time, I was slipping into an MSG coma. I had that never say die spirit, though. I was crawling to that buffet. Must get to lo mein. I give him enough MSG, kill an elephant. He still keep going. You can't stop him. You go now. You're here for an hour. Why you here for an hour? You don't come here anymore. Why you have spare rib? You're so big. Eat vegetable. Eat broccoli. You'll scare my wife. You go now.
know it's. Oh no, bruh. Oh no, bruh. For some reason tonight, I feel like I can do what the fuck I want to do. Yeah, I'm drunk, plus I'm bad. Pissed in my pocket, and I'm wildin'. Got all my jewelry, and I'm climbing, nigga. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Yeah, I'm drunk, plus. Never knew you felt like that, baby. Never knew you felt like that. Pleasure's all mine.
Oh boy, I think of you on 2 occasions. That's when I want it, that's when I want it, that's when I need it, that's when I need it. You know I think of you on 2 occasions. That's when I want it, that's when I want it, that's when I need it.
I'm on some other shit. I'm drip. Hey, baby, before you put your clothes back on, I want to tell you something. Oh, it's flies again. It's flies again. Hey, I just had somebody come up to me and ask. Bro. You know they say I'll never. Rob, yo. I know you caught me. This is a message, homie. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, what's happening, homie? This is Lil Won't Plies, man. Hey, Payne, I want you to tell him about your shorty, homie. And I'ma tell him about mine, dawg.
Even though I'm not your man, you're not my girl, I'ma call you mine.
Car full of chops. It's amazing to me, homie.
You thinking about me, sucking on you.
Hey, nigga, it ain't no motherfucking secret, no.
Convict.
Hey, what's happening, homie? What's happening? Hey, I'd like to welcome all you. Hey, bro, drop us off right on the blue. Hey, can I please talk to me? What's happening, baby? It's Plies, baby.